What's going on, y'all? I look a mess. I look a hot mess. My ponytail, they right here in their swings. They don't want to be in their swings. I think they're sleepy. Anyway, I need to vent. And I want to see if I'm the only one that feel this way. Is it because I just started talking? Is that the reason? Hey, Lennox. You sleepy? He's sleepy. Hey! Hey, you... He waits till I get on here and he want to act up. And it's only because he heard my voice. That's it. That's it. You need to take you a nap. Come here. Come here. Okay. Well, hello there. And I'm trying to eat my hot chocolate and my toast. And he won't let me be great right now. And the other one, he's laughing at the instructions. So I wanted to talk to y'all. Hopefully it won't be this long of a video. But I need to vent. And I know a lot of y'all probably like, oh, Lord, like, what's she got to vent about? And it may be something that's just, you know, kind of crazy or whatnot. You know, maybe I'm tripping. Maybe it's still like hormones, or maybe, you know, I don't know. I don't know. Who knows? Y'all got to excuse my hair. Lord Jesus, I look a hot mess. But anyway, okay, the other day I was telling hubby about how I was feeling, and he didn't know I felt that way, and so he was kind of like, I didn't know you felt that way, why do you feel that way? So he didn't think nothing strange about it, but he was kind of like, okay, what make you feel that way? So anyway, I'm gonna talk to y'all about it and see, you know, if y'all think I'm cuckoo or crazy. I want to eat my hot chocolate and my toast so bad. You want to look at your brother swinging, but you don't want. He's looking at his brother swinging, but he don't want to swing. Okay, so anyway, this is what I'm dealing with. There's a lot of people that are on my Facebook that are pregnant. People that I know personally, people that I grew up with, people that I went to school with, just in general, just people, you know, people that I know. It's not strangers. It's not, you know, it's not anybody from YouTube. It's not anybody from, you know, our TTC community, of course, because I look at them differently, of course, than I do somebody that can just go and lay down and get pregnant and have fun and all that good stuff. But anyway, I really want to I want to drink my hot chocolate and eat my toast, Lennox. Is that a possibility? Huh? So anyway, the other day I seen a ultrasound picture, and this person was basically talking about, you know, the baby and so forth. And like I said, I have like, let me see, let me count right now. Let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. I think I'm missing somebody. About 5 or 6. Have fun getting pregnant. Who does that? What's up, girl? It's like, who does that, right? And that's funny. That was so unexpected. That was just too funny. But like, okay, so there's a little bit more than 5, but I know 5 off the top of my head. 5 people that I know of that I personally, you know, like I said, not from the TTC community. And basically, they post their ultrasound pics. None of them had to go through what we had to go through to get pregnant, because I know, like I said, I know them, I know the situation. A couple of them are happy that they're pregnant. A couple of them are like, again, type deal, because they already have kids. So anyway, I found myself, and let me know if I'm crazy. Let me know. I don't know. I just feel like something may be wrong with me. But I feel like whenever I see a picture, I burn up inside and I get angry. If I see like a ultrasound picture, this is the people, not from the TTC community, but this is the people that I know of, people that's, you know, and it's a happy occasion. I'm happy for them, but I get so bitter and angry at the fact, not them, but at the fact that I know that they had fun. They had fun making that baby. You know what I mean? Like it burns me up to know that they can go after they get done having that baby, they can go have fun again. And they can go, and get pregnant. And it burns me up because I know, she's like, preach. I know that if I wanted to get pregnant again, I got to go through hell and hot water. And I know even with the first time of me trying to get pregnant, that was the case. And I felt that too. But I feel even more irate. Like I burn up inside because, and I don't want to sound ugly, y'all. I just really don't want to sound ugly about it. But there's no pretty way of putting it. But I'm pissed off at the fact that, they be like, okay, well, I had, you're so beautiful to me. Can't you see? Aw, hey, Mimi. But it's like, it burns me up inside to know that they say, oh, well, I had a girl this time, we'll probably try again later for a boy. Or they'll say, whatever the case may be, they'll say they'll try again, or they'll post their picture of their ultrasound, and I'm like, I'm happy for you. You understand? I'm happy for you. However, I'm kind of ticked off that, and it's like almost contradicting. I know y'all gonna be like, well, didn't you say you enjoy your journey? You glad that that's your journey, and I am. What I mean by that, what I'm referenced that to is, God could have put me on any other journey, like there's people that's fighting battles to save their lives, or trying to find cures for certain things, or, just certain things. So what I mean by I'm appreciative of this journey, I'm glad it's this journey, but not another journey, if that makes sense. However, I still burn up inside. And see, people definitely with infertility, unfortunately, have a child limit due to finances, but if you can conceive naturally. Exactly. So I feel like I'm constrained of how many kids I can have because I have to pay. That's exactly what it is. And I told my husband, I said, it's really not fair that they look at this as almost like a cosmetic surgery. And he's like, let's see. Yeah, and it's like, it's almost like a cosmetic surgery. That's what they look at it like. It ain't like, I just woke up one morning and say, I'm going to mess up my body or something where I can't have kids, and then later on come back and say, it's not like that, and I feel like insurance companies should have this where it is 100% for any woman, that meets the criteria. I understand there's going to be some criteria and so forth, like it has to be a certain age maybe, or you have to not have kids, or had to have failed infertility or failed miscarriages, or unsuccessfully getting pregnant with the help of aid or anything like that. I feel like there should be some kind of stipulations, because if it was up to me, I told my husband, we probably have 15 kids running around here, and it may have been different if I can get pregnant naturally. Who knows? How some people say, if you can get pregnant naturally, girl, you would have been stopped, or this, that, and the third. I understand that. However, I've always had a love for wanting kids. Like, I've always wanted kids, so I feel like I would have probably kept going. I'd probably been like the Energizer Bunny. My poor husband probably would have been broken too. You hear me? And I'm just being real with y'all. Like, I'm just being, very real with y'all. Like, I just, like, Shandy Life said, she had a set of twins too, and like I think she has like, is it one more? I think you have frozen, and it's kind of that financial. It's not even a struggle of having twins, because once they get older, I understand it gets easier, and I know by the time they turn 5, you're probably gonna want, another. My biggest issue is not just when some people can get pregnant in like a week. Let's see. There's people like my sister-in-laws complaining about having kids. I was so angry my husband keep quiet. Exactly. And it's like these people, they'll complain about, oh, I'm pregnant again. Or there's people that keep having kids that don't need them. I have a cousin, oh my gosh, if she have one more kid, I'm going to go and sew her vagina up myself. Like, she has about 7 kids in all. Me and her the same age. We're 6 months apart. We're first cousins. She popped out a set of twins here. She popped out a kid here, a kid here, a kid here, a kid here. She went to jail some years, came out, had some more kids, went to jail, came out, had some more kids. And I'm just like, ugh. Like I'm you know, it's like she don't even like want the kids when she have them. She half the time they with other people, and I'm just like, really? And so it just really it really burns me up. Let me get to y'all comments. Hold on. Let's see. So Jacqueline, I definitely understand you. I definitely understand that. Like I said, I have a cousin. Let's see. Mimi said, I'm terrified of this process. The finances, the ups, the downs, the happiness, the tears, the setbacks, just all of the stresses me out because I am not getting any younger, and at 33 time is ticking. Yeah, your time is definitely ticking. But you know, you just found that one true love of your life, and now it's time. And like you said, you know, it's kind of not so much the odds are against you, but we are ticking time bombs, which means our uterus and our, well, not our uterus, but our embryos, our eggs, can only hold on for so long, you know, until they just disintegrate, disappear, go cuckoo and crazy, you know, and stuff like that. So you are on a ticking time clock, you know. So I understand it, and it's like you seen my you know my journey. You seen my journey. And I'm pretty sure you went to other people's YouTube and probably saw theirs, you know, and it's kind of like, you know, knowing that you're going to have to go through this journey, you know, the tears, like you said, you know, the heartache, you know, the amount you're going to have to pay. And if it don't happen, you have to pay that amount again. It's just too much, you know, and all you want to do is have a family, you know, that's all you want to do. And a lot of people probably look at me and like, oh, well, you sound selfish because you have two or you have three, but, you know, you just had a set of twins, you know, you was able to get pregnant, you know you can get pregnant. It's like, why are you complaining? And I guess my complaint comes where if I could have kids naturally, and if I could, you know, not have to come out of pocket and be poor all my life just to have kids, then I would, and I wouldn't feel this emptiness, you know. I feel like if I don't do it again and have a daughter, I'm gonna feel a tad bit empty, 90% of me says I'm done with this journey, 90%. Then there's that 10% that says, what if you're missing out on that opportunity to do it again and have, you know, a girl? How, you know, how do I not know that God's not going to supply just like he supplied the rest and do it for me this time? However, you know, that's pushing everything back. That's pushing everything back that we have. You know, we want to purchase another home. You know, we want to give our kids the best. And it's like, by the time you get pregnant with a child, you can't even take care of the doggone child because you done spent all the money on having a child, getting pregnant, you know, and stuff like that. Let me get some of y'all comments. I'm sorry. Let's see. Okay, so you have 5,000 plus meds, and the 5,000 doesn't mean it will work and stick. Exactly. So then you have to try all over again and get some more eggs, and then get your husband's sperm, go through all that mess all over again, you know, and ugh. Girl, just thinking about it makes me sick to my stomach. Let's see. There's my best friend. I finally convinced her to get her tubes tied. It burns me up when people keep having kids like that, and I know a girl like that. Exactly. And like I said, my first cousin's like that. Had 2 kids, went to jail, got out. The family was taking care of the kids, got out, had 2 more kids, went to jail. Let me see. There was 1, 2. That's 4. Got out again. Got pregnant. Went to jail. Didn't know she was pregnant. Had the baby. Got out of jail. Got pregnant again. Had twins. And I feel like children are a blessing. And I remember my husband told me one time, he was like, you know, sometimes, you know, it's not a blessing to people. It's a curse more than a blessing for them. They don't see it as, you know, a blessing. And I'm like, I understand that and all, but in my eyes, as a person that has to go through this mess, I see it as, wow, why couldn't she have a jacked up uterus? Or, you know, tubes, better yet, not the uterus, the tubes. Why she couldn't have jacked up tubes? Because look at the kind of life she's living. Look at the life she's leading. Look at how she's, you know, having kids, but the kids, one over here, one here, you know, and stuff like that. And, you know, she even at one point called CPS on herself because she couldn't pay her light bill. And then she was like, oh, that's okay, I'm going to give them to my aunt or something like that. And I'm just like, really? Like, that's the kind of people that need their legs sewn together. And I'm just like, how in the world? And all her kids healthy, all of them. You know how some people, they have these kids, especially the ones going through infertility struggles, and they have children, and you have the child that have something wrong with them, or they end up in the hospital. Not one of her kids had to go to the hospital. Not one of her kids was born with one less toe. All of them have their eyes, all of them have their fingers. And I'm not saying nothing bad should be upon them. Don't get me wrong. But what I'm saying is, you have perfectly healthy kids, but the road you live in, and you don't want any more kids, but you get pregnant so easy with every man you get. By the way, all the kids, let me see, the first two supposedly had the same dad. The second two supposedly had the same dad. The fifth one don't have the same dad. The sixth and seventh one, which is a set of twins, of course they would have the same dad, but there's a different dad than the other ones. So 1, 2, 3, 4, about 4 different dads, 7 kids. Team too much. Let me read some of y'all comments. Let's see. It burns me up when people keep having kids like that. Yeah. Yes, because they get to have children whenever and how many they want. And that's why they're struggling. Yep. And we are at the mercy of finances, health, and changes in aging. We just can't lay down and have them, which should be so natural. Exactly. College fund was spent making. Yes. Oh my God. Like, as I tell my husband all day, I'm like, we got to save just to have something for them, and try and save to have more kids. Like, you spend half of your savings, your 401k, whatever you take out, however you pay for it, to pay for them. Then you can't get no government assistance, because guess what? Oh, you in this bracket, so you can't get assistance to even help take care of your babies that you just had to pay $1 million for. Don't get me started. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I would go clean off. College funds was okay. My sister has 9 kids. Her youngest is almost a year old. I made a comment when she was pregnant and told me that I was taking the joy out of her pregnancy, on and on. I never blamed her for having her baby. Wow. Wow. I think people who don't have to experience infertility don't understand the struggle, and I've come to accept that though it was difficult. Yeah, and that's me too. It's like I accept it, but it still burns when they post that ultrasound or they announce their pregnancy. It just kind of burns. And you look at the posts that they post on Facebook, and they, because I try my best the whole pregnancy not to complain. There was some moments when I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so ready to have the babies, because it was a lot on me. It was painful at some points, but I kept through it. I enjoyed every moment, the good, the bad, the ugly, the Braxton Hicks contractions, all of that. I enjoyed. And so I try to, not be a sourpuss or nothing like that. Can I put you down, please? He gonna cut up. Can I put you down? You gonna say hey to everybody? Say hi. Say hi. Say hi. Say hi. Leave over there in his own world. I'm gonna put you in your swing, okay? Oh goodness, you heavy. There you go. Swing for a little bit, okay? But it just kind of struck a nerve, y'all. And like I said, I told my husband that. As a matter of fact, I told him, I think it was day before yesterday. You okay? Anything to get you out the swing, huh? But I told my husband yesterday about it, or day before yesterday. And, he was like, I didn't know you felt that way. And I was like, yeah, I do. Like, I'm trying my best to... I try my best, to not look at it that way. But it's hard, y'all. It is so hard, and I, for one thing, I haven't gotten emotional about it, but it burns me up. It makes me angry. So now I've become a bit angry. Somebody say, oh, I'm pregnant. I'll say congratulations, don't get me wrong, because I'm happy for you. But then when I see posts, and they saying, oh, either one, oh, I'm pregnant again. Lord, I can't say I had this doggone baby because I ain't having no more, and this was unexpected, and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, oh, okay. Then you got the ones that, make a post and they'll say, this is my 3rd boy or 4th boy. Something she put, my 3rd or 4th boy. This better be a girl. I don't want to keep trying anymore. Just all the above, and So I don't know. It's like I read them and I know they're not directed to me, and it's not to anybody that is going through a struggle, but it just hit home, y'all. And I just like, I need to see if there's anybody out there that feel the same way as me, and evidently there is. You know, I mean, like I told my husband, I hate the fact that, you know, we can bake cookies and then every month I know that the redhead helper gonna show up, you know, and it's like, it's kind of, it does take the, I ain't gonna say take the fun out of it, but it does take the curiosity out of it, you know, saying, oh, well, it's a possibility I could be pregnant. You know, I don't know. You take the fun out of it. I've been blessed with my fertility clinic and my doctor in New York. I do have to travel 1,000 miles. Wow. It's 3,900. It includes everything, and they take payments or whatnot. Okay, yeah, see, the thing is, my fertility clinic, I have where I can pay, well, how much was it? Was it 37? It's 37, but that's only if you had a miscarriage no later than 30, or not miscarriage, but delivery or anything of that nature, no later than about 32 or 33 weeks, I believe. Look at y'all. and you know, but in order for me to, and the thing is too, I guess, if I was getting pregnant natural, I wouldn't be able to pick the gender. So that's another thing too that I have to look at, because we was thinking about, if we did do it again, that I would want to pick the gender, because I'm paying, I would want to get that, you know, because I can't keep trying. You know, I don't have money just laying around, you know. Now, Beyonce, if you watching, help your girl out. Nah, but, you know, it's not like I have money laying around to keep trying and trying to get the specific gender that I would like, you know, to have. But in this situation, to get the one you want, you got to pay, I think it's like, in all, it's going to be like $10,000, you know. And I know I mentioned this before, but that's a lot of money. Dr. Kilt is amazing. Understand where you're coming from. I'm currently going through my second IVF cycle, and I'm 34 with no kids. It burns me up the most when people say, girl, when you gonna have a baby? Oh, that one. Let me tell you what I get now. I get, hey man, let's take a nap. Take a nap. Let me tell you what I get now. I get, so now all y'all gotta do is have that girl. Yeah, that's what I get now. He big mad. He gonna fall asleep. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm hungry. So that's what I get now. Every time I turn around, somebody's asking me, all you gotta do now is have that girl. And there's people that know that we lost 3 girls already. And I'm just like, seriously? Like, number one, y'all know I lost. Everybody on Facebook know I lost 3 girls. Everybody know, because each time I announced I was pregnant, I came back and said, oh, we don't have them anymore. Everybody know the story. Everybody, I think, in the United States of America, know the story. Okay? So I'm sitting here like, he was like, oh yeah, all you gotta do now is have that little girl. I'm like, really? And, you know, it just kind of burns me up, because a lot of people don't know that I had to go through infertility, because a lot of people don't go and look at the channel, but everybody know, I mean, that I had to have some kind of assistance. I mean, it's kind of common sense, you know, when you kind of read some of my posts or read in between the lines, you know, and stuff like that. You going to sleep. So, you know, you kind of know, but, you know, I'm just like, okay, well, if y'all want to support us to do this, then yeah, we'll definitely try for that little girl. But for the people that really know that we done lost 3 girls, why would they even say that? You know, all you gotta do now is have a girl. When that little girl, when they turn 1, y'all better try for that girl. And I'm like, how about y'all don't put me in that mind frame? You know, it's like, I'm already semi there, but why keep bringing that up? It's like you said, it's like, oh, when you gonna have your baby? Y'all getting old, blah, 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 blah. Now I'm sitting here like, are you serious? Like, I done had children. Now y'all sitting here telling me, oh, when y'all gonna have that girl? Seriously? Like, really? I just don't understand. But there was a post. It was so funny, though, to be honest with you. on Facebook, and it was a post, and it said, a woman with no kids. Ooh, when you gonna get married? Oh, no, you already married, but y'all have no kids. When y'all gonna have a kid? Then they have one kid, and they say, ooh, when you gonna give that kid a sibling? Y'all need two to even it out. So they have two. Then they get pregnant, and they have a third one, and they say, ooh, girl, that's just too many, or something like that, or no, it's three. Let's say it's three boys. Oh, you gotta have that girl. Then you have four, and you had a girl. Oh, girl, I don't see how you do it. And then, so it's like, no matter where you are in your journey, whether it's through IVF or natural, somebody's gonna always ask those questions, and I thought it was funny. I actually laughed at it because that's exactly how they do, or whatever. I truly think people believe IVF is easy and you can just plop a baby in yours and Viola. That's funny because a lot of people sit there and ask me to explain. Or you would talk shit even if you're doing good. Yeah. But it's like people, I'll explain to people and I'll tell them the whole journey. And, they're like, oh my gosh, that's a lot. I'm like, yeah, it's a lot. The shots, the appointments. That's like I told my husband. I said, even if we did do it again, it's going to be kind of hard because I got a set of twins here. So now I got to see if there's a daycare that's going to be open at 5 in the morning, because a lot of times you have to go to your appointments at 6 and 7 in the morning because they have to make sure you ain't ovulating or make sure everything's going good before you do your transfer. Then going to all these appointments back to back, having to do the transfer. Somebody got to watch them. Then you got to sit on your butt or lay back for a day or two. How I'm going to do that with a set of twins, especially anywhere from 5 and under with a set of twins. So it does make it a little bit, harder instead of us just getting pregnant and being like, oh, I'm pregnant and just going through the motion. But you got to go through all this crap in the beginning. Then you got to hold your breath your whole way through. Like I told my husband, even if we did it again, I got to hold my breath because I got to, you still can go through a miscarriage again. You still can, have preterm labor. You still can have all these other, a failed IVF, all that stuff. Do you have any more embryos saved? Yes, we have 10 left. We had, altogether, they retrieved 28 eggs. I had 21 mature. I had 16 fertilized. No, yeah, or 18 fertilized, but 16 made it to the freezer. So out of 16, 6 of them I've used already. The set of twin girls, the one girl that was 9 weeks that didn't make it, the one that we put in October of last year that was a failed IVF, it didn't take, and then the 2 boys. So we did 6 in all. So we got 6 kids all over, floating, in addition to LeBron. So the other 10 are frozen. And that's another thing. It's so hard, y'all. Like, it's so hard for me to just say throw them away because I feel like they're my babies. And it's like I feel like if I say throw them away, that's the batch that they were in. That's the batch that my girls were in. They were all in the same batch. So I feel like if I had sex at one time and then bam, all of them would have been born within that same. I don't know, y'all. I'm special. I'm really special. Let me see. I'm missing some of y'all's things. So all you have to do is a transfer. You are lucky still. And I do get that. I am still part of a lot of groups on Facebook, and I read, and my heart goes out to a lot of them that's still trying, because I was there. I see so many of the pain. I see so many, talk about, pray for us. We're going to do our transfer, or we're doing stems, or they go to ultrasound and they've ovulated, or they went to ultrasound and they have to stop that cycle and start a new one, or the water's breaking early, or they miscarrying early, or all kind of stuff, and I've been there. I've probably been through it almost all. I had a failed one. I had, a premature loss, premature delivery, or whatnot with the girls. I had a failed IVF, and I had the miscarriage, what they call it, early miscarriage. And then, them. So I went through a lot of those different stages, so I can definitely relate to all of them, especially like the ones looking for medicine. Like, oh my gosh, y'all, I need one more shot and I don't have it. I don't have the money. And I'm just like I know how that feels. Like, I know. You know, what that feels like to be on the edge and you almost there. Just like when I was almost there with the girls, and it's like I got in the gut. It's like I was almost there. How you tell me 23 weeks and you mean to tell me I couldn't go another 7 weeks to bring them here, you know? Whatever. But let's see. So yes, like I said, I do still feel lucky. I do still feel blessed at the fact that I have those there. However, I don't know if we're gonna be able to afford to even use them. So they're there, but I can't use them because, I mean, financially, it's just not in the cards right now for us. You know, even later, I just feel like it won't be in the cards for us unless we hit the big one or somebody bless us with some money. Like I said, Beyonce watching and she want to donate. But then I still feel like then it's not going to happen because, like I said, we're trying to get a bigger place. We can't stay in this apartment with them too. Y'all seen the nursery. I mean, it's only big enough for them to get a little bit, you know, bigger, and that's it. And kicking them out. Now I'm playing, but this, you know, it's definitely, we definitely have to get a house and got to put them in daycare. That's going to cost. You got to, you know, so everything, all the money you have saved and used for everything, it's like now you're starting from scratch. Really, Levi? Okay, your turn now, huh? They want me to be great. Let me grab Levi. Oh! What you crying for? Oh. Y'all see this big butt? This big butt right here. Okay, so let me see if I can try and go through some of these. Okay, let's see. I didn't get good or enough eggs. I have to start fresh. See, that's the part that I hate. I have gotten to STEM 3 days anesthesia. Counsel due to autoimmune condition. Mind you, anesthesia person who have been handling my case approved it. I stemmed for 13 days too. Reported. I ended up with 4 blastocysts. Has anyone had a lap with histro? I keep losing my message. I don't know how to pronounce that. And a DNC with the scratch. I'm not sure what that is. I've never had that. I've had a DNC. I've had about 2 or 3. I had about 3 of those. But I'm not sure what it means about with the scratch. I've never had that. So are they testing something maybe in your uterus? I'm not sure. I had plenty of laparoscopic surgeries, but and DNCs. I clearly tried really hard to get the cheap anesthesia. Sorry to hear that. I would have ripped her. I have a condition called hereditary angioedema. And while I am very well controlled, he was not trying to hear that. And yes, I wasted $6,000 worth of meds. Oh my gosh. Wow. There should have been some kind of a reimbursement or help to know. They should have tested everything before they even. Did they not test anything before they had you proceed and then give you a protocol or something like that? It seemed like they would have given you a protocol that would have been beneficial, you know, to you. That's crazy. That is so crazy. By the way, y'all, Shandy Life, I've been knowing her since we both started when I was pregnant with the girls. Her story is almost similar in a sense in the very beginning. We both was going in, had our protocol together and so forth. However, she had to have more, she had to give more eggs because what it was, I think her husband and her sperm was not, her eggs and her husband's sperm was not recognizing each other. So they had to do, I think, ICSI, I believe, if I remember correctly. And then when they had that done, they ended up getting some embryos and they did a transfer and it worked. They have two beautiful babies. They have a boy and a girl. And so if you're interested in following her journey as well, she gives a lot of information on her past videos as well. And now she's doing kind of like life vlogs, daily vlogs, and so forth. But go check her out, Shandy Life. Tell her I sent you. What you mad for? Girl, y'all see how big he is? Look at him. He almost as wide as me. My autoimmune doctor was on board the RE and the primary. They had both two removed and no problems. Oh, wow. It's to remove my endometriosis, cyst, and polyps. Okay, so yeah, I had polyps removed. I had endometriosis removed. I had fibroids removed too. Let's see. My messages keep coming and going away. To help the embryo. The scratches to help the embryo. Okay, so I think I heard of that maybe before then. So it's to help them understand, I guess, the placement. To make sure that your lining is correct, possibly, that your lining is healthy or something of that nature. I think I heard of that before. Let's see. I had my tubes removed as well. Also, a uterine polyp removed. Yeah. So why did you have to have your tubes removed? What was the reason? Were they filled with fluid, or were they just blocked, or what was the hey were they blocked, or or what? Like, they won't let me be great. I can't drink my hot chocolate. As you can see, one sleep, one up. That's what they do to me during the day. Hey, you can't have this? Really? I had that too. I never could pronounce the word, but I had that as well. I had severe endometriosis, and they were tied in a knot. Oh gosh, my own natural tube, like right? Oh my God, it was tied in a knot. Oh Jesus. I mean, were your periods painful? Bless you. Were your periods painful? See, that's how I knew something wasn't right. My periods were painful and they were heavy. They were so heavy. Like, even when I was 14, when I first started my cycle, I had the most heaviest cycles. I used to have to wear my jacket around my waist in high school because I used to bleed that bad. I used to soak up a pad within maybe 30 minutes of putting it on. And then they say within an hour. And my mom, I used to tell her about it. However, I don't think she understood the severity of it. And so, yeah, so I had problems like in the beginning. But see, I don't know if fibroids and stuff are hereditary and all of that, because a lot of women in my family had female problems on my dad's side. A lot. My grandmother, she didn't have any female problems, but she ended up getting like cancer in that area after she had 5 kids, and she had that. And then one of my aunts had a lot of miscarriages. And she had to have a DNC, and she had to get put on some medication, and she ended up having 3 kids naturally. My other aunt, she had a lot of fibroids. She had to have removed, and I don't know if she had a hysterectomy or not, but she had a lot of issues as well. Ryan and Carter steal all my food and drink. Oh, wait. Uh-oh. Ryan and Carter steal all my food and drink still. And they steal. That's too funny. I had 3 embryos I transferred to, and the other one died while trying to freeze. I'm so sorry. We have a lot in common. I have fibroids too. They are pretty much out of the way. That is funny, Shandy. Yeah, I still have a fibroid too. When I was pregnant, I had a fibroid in there as well, but they were like, it's not gonna bother the pregnancy, so they left it there. Let's see, I also had 1 fibroid in the wall. They left that alone, though. It was away from the uterine liner. Yeah. Right. it's just so much. And it's like, when you get pregnant naturally, they don't go in there and see what's going on. They are women 24/7. They have fibroids in there, get pregnant. But see, these doctors say they want to remove everything. They want to have more money. Remove this, remove that. Remove your brain before you put your embryo back in. Remove your left leg. Remove this, remove that. More money, more money, more money. And I'm so tired of money, money, money. It's like, golly, for real? It's like, y'all can't think of nothing else, like, for, like, little man. Why you being extra? I started my period at 9. I bled from 9. Oh, Jesus. 9 years old? You was a baby. Lord. I knew one of my friends started at 8 years old, and I was just like, we was in school together, and I used to always wonder why you had that person. She was like, I started my cycle. And I'm like, you started your cycle? I didn't know what a cycle was until, what, 3rd grade? I guess that's when she started. 3rd grade, when they showed it. No, 5th grade was the video, but 3rd grade, I think that's when I started knowing what a period was. And I bled extremely heavy, had blood and plasma transfusion. Oh my God, Jacqueline, jeez. But at 9, that's a lot. Virgo said she had a period at 10. See, and that's just that's a baby. Like, I feel like, I would guess I was a late bloomer. I was a very late bloomer. And like I said, I started mine at 14. And let me tell y'all the story behind me starting my period. It's so crazy because I was in the science lab at the table. We was having free day. It was a Friday. And I was with 3 other people because there's 4 chairs to the black tables in science class. And they were talking about their periods, and I was just like kind of confused. I was like, this is when I was 14, okay? So I was in 15. What was I in? I was in 8th grade. Was it 7th or 8th grade? 8th, maybe. Was it 8th grade that you're 14? I think it's 8th grade. So anyway, I'm at the table sitting there talking about their periods and stuff and how they hurt and how they don't like it. And I'm just like, oh. And they was like, you haven't had yours? I was like, no, I haven't got mine yet. And they was like, oh, wow. I said, well, I'm glad. I said, because I don't like that mess. I'm like, that sounds horrible. Like, that's why I went home. I'm on my couch. And I started cramping. Like, I started feeling some kind of, cramps, something new. And I'm like, what is going on? I go to the restroom, and I'm just like, really? Really? I go to my mom. I'm like, Mom, I show her my underwear. I said, Mama, look at this. She say, oh, hold on. She went and got a patch. She like, you know how to put it on? I said, yeah, I know how to put it on. And, like, that's the story. It's so crazy because I was telling them I ain't started my period. I'm glad I ain't started my period. Anyway, I got to catch up on some of these comments, y'all. This one here, I don't want to go to sleep. Be in your body, boy. He don't want to be in his body. Let's see. Just went through IVF and had a successful FET approximately 1 month after your recent journey. So our boys are literally 1 month apart. Was blessed that my insurance covered it up to $50,000. All that to say the same jobs will cover IVF up to 100%. Congratulations! Oh wow! So you had 2 boys. So our boys are literally 1 month apart. Boys, maybe boys as in 1 boy or 2 boys that you have. Boys meaning my boys and your boy, or you had 2 boys too. And congratulations. That's a blessing. Oh no. Just say, no, I had 1 boy. Well, you can always practice if you ever want to have Levi or Lennox come over, I'll make sure. Let's see. My client Charlene has shared risk where you pay a certain amount up front, and if you don't take home a baby, then you get your money, most of your money back. The doctors meet with all the lab techs to discuss every patient protocol. And see, that's how it should be, that you get your money back. You don't get pregnant, get your money back. That way you can do it again. Do it again. Do it again, But all the money, like, even though we had a lot of it covered with insurance with my first job that had coverage, Bank of America, even though, hey, hi. Even though I had the coverage, there was still some fees you had to pay. And then after the coverage, after that job, when I left and I had the girls, I was like, okay, what now? And so we ended up having to use, what is it called? Well, y'all know what it's called, when you work and in your insurance, they have where you're given, I think it's like 2,500 to help with medical bills or fees, and it gets taken out your check, but you can use it kind of up front or something like that. I forgot what it's called. Lord, my brain's not working or whatnot. But we had to use that a lot. You know, donated meds. Like it was a struggle. Let's see. My husband has Leinfelder syndrome. So we have to, where am I? We have to use a sperm donor. I have endometriosis, psoriasis, and some chronic health issues. Oh, wow. I'm so sorry. I don't know what that syndrome is, but, you know, anything that's preventing you to, you know, use your own natural sperm or egg, you know, to me is heartbreaking. However, there are some very courageous people out there that I'm very grateful that they are out there for women to be able to, you know, have kids, you know, without their donations of sperm or donation of embryos or eggs, you know, nobody would ever, you know, have that opportunity that have that situation or whatnot. So that's such a blessing. Let me see. I use donor sperm. A single mom by choice. I hear that. Look, why you playing? I said if I would have never found my husband, I would have been a mom. I would have been a mom. So I would have probably done the same thing if I would have never had a husband. And like you said, you know, it's by choice. And I think that's still beautiful that you know, still want to be able to, you know, create life. That's totally fine. You know, and these days and age, everybody is so uptight about how everything's supposed to go. You know, get married first, do this and do that. You know, so whatever way, you know, floats everyone's boat, then that's the way you should do it. Whatever feel right in your heart, then you do it. There's no right or wrong way to me to do that. You know, it's just a different day and age now. You know, it is what it is. I mean, nowadays you have two moms, you have two dads, now they have where you can have 3 chromosomes or 3 DNAs in one baby to make up. They just doing the most. Like, I don't know what that's all about, but I'm just like, wow, like you can really do that? So, you know, and congratulations on that, you know, I mean, and you're going to get a healthy baby and, you know, you're going to be fine. You're going to be perfect, you know. Let's see. I'm missing some stuff. I'm scrolling past my stuff. Let's see. Oh, he has an extra X chromosome. Okay. And Jacqueline say, keep us in y'all prayers. Oh, we definitely will keep you in our prayers, of course. In a community, you know, that's what we do in this community. 2 snaps in the air, Virgo girl, right? How you doing? Talking about, who used to do that? Was that in Living Color? Let's see. I think a lot of parents were uneducated on problems we could have with our cycles. Yes, that's another one. Yes, that's very true. I started at 10, but was very irregular. I used to pass out, oh my gosh, from the severe pain and blood loss. I didn't get diagnosed with endometriosis until I was 28, and now a health coach to educate others on the issue. Now that's wonderful, because that's exactly what happened. You know, it's like I wasn't educated about anything, and I didn't have, you know, my mom, she didn't really talk to me about a lot of stuff dealing with your cycle, and you know, it wasn't a lot of information back there anyway for them to research. And so, you know, once I had my cycle, I put on a pad and went on about my life, you know. However, every now and then I would have the worst cramps. Tylenol didn't do anything. A hot shower wouldn't do anything. Nothing. And it was up until I married my husband that I had this pain. I had these heavy cycles. I went to the doctor on my own when I was about 19 years old. I went to the doctor, and they didn't do any kind of examination. They did a regular pap smear, but that doesn't tell you anything. You know, it tells you if you have a disease, that's it. tell you to make sure that, you're good down there, and that's it. But it doesn't tell you, oh, you need to start preparing for, having to go through infertility or something like that. If I would have known earlier, I would have started way earlier. I wouldn't have waited until I was in my late 20s, early 30s. I would have never waited. I would have started 12. No, I'm playing. But I'm just saying I would have started so early, with trying to figure out what was going on with my body and what was wrong and why I was having all this pain. Now that they have taken out that other tube in 2014, I don't have the pain that I had. I used to curl over in pain in bed. My husband would be like, baby, I would wake him up in the middle of the night. He'd be rubbing my back. I'm just like, I'm in so much pain. I'm in so much pain. And once I had that done, my cycle and my uterus had fibroids, and they took that out. I literally would have a 3-day cycle. That's what my cycles are, like 3 days, if that. I don't cramp. I may have like a little mild irritability, it'd be irritable just a little bit, but that's it. So, yeah, definitely knowledge is power. The more we know, you do better. You live better. You act on stuff. But when you don't know, you think it's normal. Oh, I'm bleeding. I guess that's normal. I would pass blood clots, y'all, the size of my fist sometimes. Like, there would be so many blood clots. Like I said, I couldn't even wear tampons. I would put a tampon in, and it was TMI, but hey, whatever. I would put a tampon in, and I would feel it coming out. Well, as I was pushing it in, the blood clots were so heavy they would push it out. So a lot of times I'm wearing a super pad and a super duper tampon. And so, like I said, it would just be to the point where that's how heavy I was. Then I would still have to wear a jacket over my waist, because by the time I went to class, I would go to the restroom, change, and then go to the restroom, and change my pad or whatever, and go to class. And by the time that class was over, I was the last one to get up, because I always had blood in my seat, and I hated it. I hated it with a passion. So that's why I used to always bring a jacket and wear it around my waist all the time. What are you mad about? You sleepy. It's time for a nap. It's time for a nap. You see your brother? Say it's time for my nap. A little fatty right here. A little fatty. Okay, let's see. I think I missed some stuff. Yes, my mom didn't even tell me what my period was. Nope. Me either. Exactly. I would have started earlier too. I was 12 when I started my period. Oh, Jesus. So I was such a late bloomer. He's so cute and chunky. Oh, thank you. I had to drop out of college when I was 19 because I couldn't make it, because I was soaking through everything. Hey, gorgeous boy. Oh, my gosh. Like, so it's so crazy. It's like being able to relate to y'all is so amazing, because I'm sitting here in school, and I had stopped telling my mom because I don't think she really understood, and it was kind of embarrassing, because I thought this what it was supposed to be. I'm like, well, God, it's a lot of blood. When I first started my period, I went for almost a whole month. So when I was 14, I went for a whole month. Yes, a whole month. What is the matter, man? What the matter? Oh, we jumping. Oh, we jumping. What the matter, big chunky? Look. Say hi. Look, say hi. Hi. Say hi. Hi. He knows how to say hi, y'all. Say hi. 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 Okay, he'll say it later, maybe. You don't want to say hi? Okay, let's see. My daddy went crazy because he has 4 girls and we started close together. Why my daddy have 4 girls too? I'm the oldest. My dad has 4 girls, and we have different moms. Well, 2 of them have the same mom, but yeah, my dad has 4 daughters. And I remember the first time he had picked me up to go to his house, and one of my pads had fell out my backpack, y'all. I could have died that day, y'all. I could have died, because he was like, is this yours? I was like, that ain't mine. I don't have no pads. And he was like, I'm gonna put this right here on the counter in case you need it. Y'all, I'm looking at that pad like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna need that pad, but I don't want to grab it because my daddy gonna know. I left that pad on that counter. I was like, man, shoot. He was like, well, quick, I'm going to put it right here on the counter. If you need this pad, just grab it. I'm like, oh my God, I'm so embarrassed. Why this pad had to jump out my backpack? Like, oh my gosh. It was a little embarrassing, y'all. It was embarrassing. It really was, to say the least. It was embarrassing. I'm hungry. They didn't want me to eat. What? Okay, let's see. But I don't know why parents don't talk about. And that's what I said. If I had a daughter, we'll be talking about everything. From your pubic hairs to what comes out your vagina to what's supposed to go in. What ain't supposed to go in. You know, everything. I would talk about the ins and outs. And I don't know, my mom probably felt uncomfortable, or maybe, you know, she didn't have that conversation. I don't know what the case was, but I learned more about a period from school when they had, like, you know, I don't know if they still have that, but when I was in 5th grade, they had somebody come out, give you a booklet, show you a tape, give you like a little care package with pads and a little book that tells about you know, you'll become a young lady and stuff like that and stuff. So I had that, and I still have the book. I still have the book. Let's see. I bled every day from age 9 to 23. Yes, old and a lot with heavy. What? Let me make sure I'm reading that right. I'm sorry. Let's see. I bled every day from age 9 to 23. Oh my gosh. My parents talked with it. Okay. Oh my God. That's a lot. Every day? Between from 9 to 23, all my mom would say was, you better not bring no babies in the house. I'm 32 now, and she wants a grandbaby now. Oh, ain't that some stuff? All this time, oh Lord, I could say so much to that. I could say so much to that. I could say so much to that. Like, oh my gosh, and that's how it happens. That's how he better not bring me no babies, but I'm sitting here with all these issues with my period. Now you want all these grandkids, and now I gotta go through all this mess to get them here. Funny you mentioned the public. I started to develop. My messages keep going away. At 8, and my mom was still trying to make me shower with my younger brother. I had to fight to shower alone. I knew what you meant though. She said pubic public. What the what? Oh my God. I'd be like, look, I must be bathing with him so you can see all my my hairs down there, all my baby hairs and stuff. Like, oh no. Like, that's just team too much. And yeah, and at 8, especially if you start your cycle early, or like you start developing early, you shouldn't be taking no bath with the opposite. Now, me and my cousins, females, we go to my aunt's house, and she have us taking a bath together until we was like 13 years old. She's like, I ain't about to be wasting no water. Y'all about to get in that tub. We be in the shower all together in front of the shower. But we was, you know, cousins, so it didn't make no difference. But I'm just like, oh Lord. We was taking baths up until it was about 9 or 10, and then we get in the shower. Oh, go ahead, you take a shower. Now you take that shower. Hey. What's the problem? What you fussing for? What? Hey, what the matter? What is the matter? What is the matter? What? Huh? Hi. I'm gonna put you back in your swing. What the matter? I don't know what's going on with him right now. I'm holding him, and that still ain't enough. Let's see. I'm missing out on some of my posts. Let's see. I have a son. Let's see. Oh, I missed some stuff. So she don't shower and keep my panties on. That was bad until I finally stood up to her. Right? You have to. I mean, I don't know why, you know, she would have you do that, especially, you know, being a young girl. I have a son and 2 daughters. You have to let the boys know about periods so they know how to deal with women. Uh-oh. So they know how to deal with women and have compassion. She told me to shower with my... Oh, Lord. My thing keeps disappearing. If you don't talk to your kids, they will get the information from somewhere else. Exactly. Now, what age did you tell your boys about girls' periods? At what age? Because, like, LeBron is about to be 8 years old. And, Lord Jesus, I remember what all I found out. You know, my mom, like I said, we didn't talk about sex. We didn't talk about nothing. I found everything out from school, from friends, cousins, and I'm so afraid because LeBron is very sheltered, and we keep him from a lot of stuff out there in the world. Let's see, very early because I started at 10. Oh, Lord. So, what age would you... Ooh, Lord Jesus. That just scares me. And the thing is, like, I want to tell him about stuff so bad, but I'm so scared to break his innocence. Ooh, it just makes me cringe to know that I'm going to have to tell him what a vagina is, what it's used for, what his penis is used for, what it's not used for. It just makes me, it just makes my skin crawl because I want to keep him innocent so bad. He still believes in Santa Claus to a certain extent. He know mama is really the Santa Claus, but, you know, he still has that magic in him, within him. He's so, like I said, sheltered and stuff. I don't understand what parents are embarrassed of. And see, I know I'm not embarrassed to talk about it. It just makes me so scared to break his innocence because I feel like he's so immature too. That's like he gets a kick out of if somebody say butt or booty, and he's like, you booty, and I'm just like, LeBron, booty, like, you know, or I don't know, like, I guess it'd be different if I would have had a little girl here and I had to change her diaper in front of him. But it's like he's so immature and he's so sheltered, and and it's like, how do you even talk to them about it, because they're so what they word called giddy, kind of like, you know, that's like I noticed, like, I had to start dressing a certain way because, like, you know, around the house, around your husband, you put on a little nightgown, no bra, no panties sometimes. It depends on how you roll. But, like, you wear this stuff and you notice that he's not looking at you in a way, you know, bad way, but he's being observant now. He's like, okay, I know me and mama had the same stuff, and, you know, when you're not wearing a bra, you know, your nipples poke out in your gown. And so I had to be more cautious now because he is starting to be a little bit more observant to things. And it's like, I don't want him to start asking too many questions just yet, because I need to kind of get my lecture together. I'm just not ready just yet. And I guess, you know, it's like I need to get ready because, like I said, mama, she didn't tell me nothing. But it's like, I think it's different with boys. I don't know. It's like, oh, I just don't want them. I don't want him to take it and not use the information properly, if that makes sense. Like I said, because he's so immature. I don't know if he's ready for that conversation. You know, like, let's sit down, let's talk. A woman has a vagina. A girl has a vagina. A boy. Yeah, I'm sweating bullets thinking about it. I'm about to put you back in your swing because you're being real extra. What's wrong? You not have a wet day. What the matter? What is it? What is it? Oh, we want to jump? No. Oh no. What the matter? I think he mad because I messed up and gave him the boob. I've been trying to, like, not do that, and it's been a while since I gave him the boob. And last night they would just give me a run for my money, so I said, I'm gonna give him the boob. I gave him the boob, and ever since then he's been acting like this. So yeah, I messed up and did that. Yeah. Let me finish reading the comments. Let's see. Okay, let's see. If you don't, he would get it from school. See, I'm gonna need y'all help with that. Like, I'm really afraid. What the man? I'm really, really afraid to say the wrong thing, if that makes sense. What's the matter with you? Hey, really? let's see. I even like to play with my, let's see, clit around 8, 9. Really? At the age of 10, said she liked to put her pins, her pins in her vagina. Oh, Jesus. Well, she know a little too much. She needs somebody to go talk to. Lord Jesus. Oh, Father. I nursed my daughter and pump in front of him. At first, he would look so curious and ask, is that what your chest is for? Okay, see that right there. I've never breastfed in front of him because I knew that he would be like, wait a minute. You know, because he never seen me naked as he was older. Now, when he was little bitty, he didn't know no better. Of course, I was around here naked, but, you know, he don't know any better at that time. But now, you know, he's very observant. He's old enough, so I would always just breastfeed in the room, or I would pump in the room, or under the, you know, cover or a blanket or something. And he would look. When I was in the hospital, he would look. He was like, kind of like, what you doing under there? You know, so I was like, yeah, you know, like I'm, you know, getting the baby milk. And that's all he knew. Okay. What the matter? Is he asleep? Nope, he not asleep. I thought he was asleep. Okay, man, hold on. Let's see. I'm sure you'll find a perfect way to have the conversation with him. And maybe there are some good children books that can help. If not, let Dad handle it. I don't know if I want to let Daddy handle it. Lord, you know me. I don't know if I want to have Daddy handle that conversation, because I don't know. Because I'd be like, yeah, look at LeBron holding that little girl hand. That's good. That's my son holding that look. And I'm like, not no finger intertwining with that little girl. Her daddy gonna come and beat LeBron up. You know, and he's like, that's my son. Yeah, and I'm just like, so I just don't, I'd rather have it because he takes me a little bit more seriously. So I feel like if I tell him something, I feel like, you know, sleep. He's asleep. I told you, I knew he was sleepy. I knew it. Let's see. That friend ended up having 5 kids by the age of 29. Oh my gosh. I guess she was used to that pen. Lord have mercy. Yep, so. But y'all, I'm definitely going to come on and do and do so many more of these. You know, I have a lot of things I want to talk about, and I feel like having this kind of discussion one-on-one like this, we can really have some, you know, deep discussion, some deep, you know, just some, everybody, you know, put their stuff out there. And, you know, it's amazing how now you see all of us kind of experience somewhat of the same thing about starting our cycle. You know, nobody's telling us anything. Then we get jacked up. Then we have to go through this of getting pregnant and trying to get pregnant and the feelings that we have, you know. So, you know, I feel like this was good therapy for me because I needed to get this out, you know. And knowing that I'm not alone, it felt so good to hear y'all. He is used to it now. Plus, I had a discussion with him about producing milk and not to discuss it with no one at school. Now, when he first seen your boob, was he like, you know, like, was he shocked or was he, I don't know. It's like, I don't know, you know. Yes, great conversation. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome. We're going to have some more. Like I said, if y'all want to talk about anything, you know, leave a comment below. Let me know what y'all want to talk about because I'm real open. And I'll talk about the dirtiest things to the best of things. I won't bring you in the bedroom with me, however. But, you know, we can talk about a lot of things. You know, we all grown-ups. We all, you know, are adults. And we all are mature enough to talk about certain things. And, you know, without getting too carried away and stuff like that. So I definitely want to have more discussions and stuff like that. And I understand more people are at work right now. So some people probably don't get on and chime in after the video is already out. And I'm going to try my best to start doing stuff at night. That way a lot more people can, you know, be on. And we can have this discussions. You can meet people that you can relate to, maybe in the same city, same state as you. You know, it's good to network and have that support system. Let's see. Hoping to do my second IVF cycle in 2018. You're going to get that. You're going to get that. Don't hope. Just say you're doing it. Do it. Everyone liked this video. Thank you. So definitely, you know, speak it. Don't say hope. say it's gonna happen. Say in 2018, it's gonna happen. You know, we're gonna be right here praying with you. You listening to Mama? He just sitting there breathing out hard, listening. But yeah, but like I said, if you have anything you want to talk about, you can inbox me, hit me up on Instagram, inbox me and say, hey, can you please discuss this matter to see if anybody else can relate, or, you know, anything of that nature. Let me know if you want to talk about anything. You know, of course, I always leave LeBron out of this or whatever. And so he's a little bit older. And then, you know, we'll kind of discuss that. But anything else that y'all want to talk about, we certainly can. Or whatnot. And, you know, we can have fun with it. At first, but I couldn't hide it from him because I needed to feed her. I know. And it's like, ooh. Like, he hadn't even seen me naked. Like, one time he walked in, I was on the toilet. I said, LeBron, can I use the restroom? But, I mean, when you sit on the toilet, you can't really see nothing. You know, I mean, my shirt's covering my vajayjay. My butt's in the toilet. You know, so you can't really see anything. So he didn't see nothing to be like, oh, my gosh. But, you know, I know he's curious about girl parts and stuff. I can tell. You know. Oh, really? What? Okay, let me put brother down. Hold on, because brother sleep. Oh, he heavy. Oh, he heavy, y'all. Now I gotta see how I'm gonna get my butt and his butt up. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. Y'all excuse my big butt. Excuse my big butt. Really? You got some monsters in there, boy. Okay, let's see. I think I missed some stuff. Let's see. Just having an open conversation about his sisters, especially when I first, yeah. See, and that's what I figured. I was gonna have a discussion when he was a little younger. When I was pregnant with the girls, I was like, oh Lord, I'm gonna have to tell him about, you know, the difference between the two. But you know, I didn't have the girls here, so I really couldn't say anything or whatnot. And I hadn't watched any girls since he's been aware of everything. Just his brothers, you know. And he did look in there. He was curious. When I changed them, he was like, I said, LeBron, y'all had the same thing. Because he was all up in that diaper. He was like, I said, LeBron, y'all had the exact same thing down there. The exact same thing. Y'all boys, like that. So, hopefully, I don't know. I'm going to have to have a conversation soon, y'all, because when I was subbing, I was a substitute teacher about 2010. I was a permanent sub, and I had a kindergarten class. And this little boy kept bringing sex toys to school from, I guess he stayed with, I think he lived with his daddy. I don't remember. And, hey. And he brought sex toys to school, and he would chew on them. He didn't even know they were sex toys. The coach was like, Miss Smith, do you know that one of your students playing with a sex toy? I was like, huh? So he showed it to me because he had it wrapped up in like a napkin. He took it from a child twice. The child brought a sex toy twice to school in kindergarten. The same little boy told his little girl, he was like, her name was April, and he told his little girl, he's like, he said, how did he put it? Oh, he said, you're sexy. And I said, so I didn't know he had said that, and she was like, Miss Smith. I was like, yes, April. He said that, he said a bad word, and I said, what bad word? I said, come here. And so she said, he said sexy. This is kindergarten. And I'm like, okay. You know, he told her she was sexy. What five or 6 year olds know what sexy means? You see what I'm saying? So when I heard that, it made me want to say, oh, you know what? I got to tell LeBron, I got to teach LeBron some stuff, because if these kids know all of this, you know, and everything, you don't have to be in the hood to know what, for the kids to talk about this kind of stuff, you know? Let's see. And who was bathing his two sons? One of the sons as the father. Asked the father, can he have sex with his brother? He whipped his tail, but he didn't understand when. Well, see, that's when you're supposed to take the child and have them, question them about that, because ain't no child supposed to be asking that kind of stuff. Like, LeBron don't even know what the word sex means. Sex in his eyes better mean gender, female or male. That's sad. He heard it from his auntie. His auntie needs to say her butt at home. He needs her behind whoop. Exactly what I mean. You can only control what information you give your kids. That is so sad. Yeah. Oh, why she standing in front of that boy like that? It's just some things you don't say. It's just some things you don't say in front of kids. You just cannot say anything in front of children. You got to speak in code. You remember back in the day, my grandmother and my aunt used to speak pig Latin around me until I figured it out. Like, they were speaking pig Latin because they didn't want me to know anything. And it's like you're supposed to use code words. If me and my husband, going to the back, I said, baby, they got some cookies in the back. You want some cookies? You got some cookies back there. So for all LeBron know, me and Daddy go and find these cookies. Oh, goodness gracious. Hey, hon, this is Sylvia and my mom. I'm under my nephew account. My mom says hello, and her name is Michelle. Aw, hi, Michelle. And hey, Sylvia. Sylvia what is it? Sylvia loves. Is that what you be saying? Hi, Sylvia loves. Hey, hon, how y'all doing? And how's that baby? When grown folk are talking, kids need to leave the room. That was another thing. We could not be in the same room. If we only was confined to a room, they would speak in code. However, like when me and my husband, like we talking, LeBron will go in his room and he'll shut his door because LeBron, he knows too, I'm going to leave my door cracked open so I can listen. So he knows, so I'll tell him to go to the room, and then me and hubby will probably go straight to like the closet if he's having like a deep conversation about something. But you got to talk in code. Let's see. What the matter, you? Let's see. I'm missing some some comments. When grown folks talk, we are good. Baby John turned 2 months today. Wow, already? Good Lord. Babies don't stay babies. Sometimes kids can hear even when they're not there. I am nursing him now. Aww. And yes, the kids, they know. Because I remember when I was young, I eavesdropped all the time. I knew everything. And the music they had back in our day, I'll let, do you mind if I stroke you up? I don't mind. Give you the red light special. All that stuff. We knew what all that stuff meant. But my age group, we knew not to cross that line. However, these kids these days, I don't know. It's like, they just, I don't know. It's just so different. It's different. I can't even think of the words to say it, but it's different. It's very, very different. My mom was like, you better not be in my mouth because I would Exactly. And see, LeBron has that bad. He'll try to include himself in the conversation. I'm like, LeBron, are we talking to you? Is this a conversation for a kid? Is this your conversation? You don't chime in. And even if we're talking about gas money, like, Mama, if this ain't your conversation. Point blank, period. So, really? All of that? Look at all this slobber. Your mittens wet. He making a squeaky noise. Doctor said that that's supposed to be like the little flap. I ain't never heard a baby do all of that, but they said something about the little flapping babies is still floppy or something, so it makes that noise. So I took him to the doctor and everything. I was so scared, but I guess that's normal. I guess that's normal for him to be doing all of that. Sound like a car needs some WD-40. But yeah, you definitely have to. Yeah, he's a big boy. He is 12 pounds. He have his 2-month checkup on Friday. I love you and your family. I feel like I've been knowing you for years. Aww, and I love y'all too. I know a lot of people say this, like, I've been there since day one. Aw, I love y'all too. That's so sweet. And I appreciate y'all support. I really do. Y'all always been there as well. So I appreciate it. And your mom always asking about us. So tell her I love her for that. She's so sweet. But yeah, y'all, I'm definitely gonna have a conversation soon. I think me and hubby, but I said I was gonna scare him, y'all. I said I was gonna scare LeBron to death. I said I was gonna first show him if he ever decided to want to have sex. I said I was gonna show him all kind of videos on YouTube about herpes and gonorrhea and all kind of stuff. I'm gonna scare him to pieces. I'm gonna show him if you look at a girl, you gonna catch chlamydia. Like I don't know, y'all. I'm just like, I don't know. Like, I'm just, I don't want to be a grandma when he's 16. I don't want to, don't tell him that. I'm going to scare him. I am. I am. My mom asked if the babies eat well. Yes, look at this ham right here. He's so tall. He almost bigger than me. They can eat. He gonna be paranoid. That's good. He need to be paranoid. He needs to be paranoid. He needs to see every picture of a penis that has pimples on it, pus coming out, the thing, everything. I'm gonna show him the ins and out. I want to know how it's changing boy pamper. I got. Oh wait. Typo. I want to know how it's. Wait a minute. Maybe I'm reading it wrong. Hold on. I think I'm not sure. Are you trying to say after all those girls you finally got a boy, you trying to change the boy pamper? Cause yeah, they will get you. Now they didn't got good about it. Now they didn't got used to the coldness. So once they start getting used to the cold, I got peed on several times. Yeah, with boys when it's a little cold, they get you. But they didn't got used to it. Now they don't squirt me too much no more. Every blue moon, more than likely is in the tub versus when I change them. But yeah, so boy, I just wait. When LeBron, I'm gonna show him all kind of pictures and stuff, y'all. It's gonna be on like Donkey Kong. But anywho, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and go. We will have more conversations. Like I said, if you have anything you want to talk about, you want to discuss, things you're feeling, things you're not feeling, questions, stuff like that, leave them below. And, we'll talk about it on another day. I'll try and do some at nighttime when other people are off of work. Cause I know right now a lot of people can't really, be on YouTube at work or they can't see it. And they're like, man, I missed it. I wanted to talk about something. So on that note, I'm going to go ahead and go. I'm going to go ahead and get him in his seat. And I think it's almost time for them to eat again. And then I need to start preparing dinner because LeBron got out of school in about an hour. And so I'm going to go ahead and go. Like I said, I haven't even eaten. I couldn't eat my stuff. But I'm going to go ahead and go. Baby John is kicking my dad phone. But I'm going to go ahead and go. And it's too funny. And like I said, get them situated and get him. He's slobbering on me. Get them situated and get myself situated. And I will be back. Like I said, leave me some questions. I wanted to talk about that. There are some other things I want to talk about that I'm, talk about later on. Hopefully some at night. That way we can kind of really get some juicy conversations. But anyway, I love y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. And until next time, bye.